Hey guys, in this video I'm going to go over why I shut down my Etsy shop. So if you're new around here, welcome. My name is Dahlia, the Handmade Mastermind. I teach business owners how to bring traffic to their websites, particularly handmade products, and help grow their business to a more profitable venture for them. Okay, so if this sounds of interest to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you know when I post new videos. So why did I shut down my Etsy shop? I'm gonna get right into it. First, you should know that I have 3 Etsy shops, okay? So only one of them I shut down. The first one, my most successful shop, has been around since the beginning of time. I call it the first one, obviously, and it's still around. It sells personalized stationery, invitations, and the sort. The second one is wedding items, greeting cards, signs for the wedding, day of wedding, things like that, okay? And that does okay, you know? The third one was, up until yesterday, I shut it down yesterday, was a printable shop. And you would go there if you wanted to print out planner pages. So if you needed a planner page for the day, like, top 3 goals by time, like all this type of stuff, weekly planner pages, notes pages, things of the sort, you'd go there, you pay, and all of a sudden it becomes an instant download where you could download it immediately. And on your side, as a customer, you just print it off. Sounds really cool, right? It's one of the ways you can bring passive income to your business. And it's still a cool idea. I mean, nonetheless, it's a little saturated on Etsy, but it's still an awesome idea. I decided to shut it down because it caused me more stress than it was worth. Let me explain. So you may not know this. If you have an Etsy shop, your Etsy shops are connected. One, because you mention it in the profile where your Etsy shops are, you have to. And 2, they're connected by IP address. If you're logging into these multiple shops within your home, Etsy connects them and they know that you're the same person. Fine. I was worried that because I was rarely logging into this third shop and paying any attention to it, remember it's a digital download, that I was worried that one day someone's gonna file a claim or I don't know, something was gonna happen when I was not paying attention, and that might jeopardize my main shop. So that's number 1. Number 2 was because I was sometimes get messages and my app sometimes would go crazy and not let me know I had messages. At this current time, my app is going crazy. I don't know when I get messages. And I was worried that me not answering would frustrate people. I don't want to do that. I mean, it's not just about making money. I want to make sure I provide really great customer service. And I was missing messages and I was taking long to respond because I didn't see them and, blah, blah. And it wasn't a habit for me to check into my printable shop every day. So it became like this heavy weight on my shoulders. And I was like, this is not worth it. And I'll just kind of give you a backstory. I was making, when I first started the shop, I was making $100 to $300 a month. Okay, more on average 150 to 200 was really the average. There has been some high months, but now, and that was when I opened it in 2014, a long time ago. Now I make anywhere from like $30 to $50 a month. Okay, so I'm not saying $30 to $50 a month is not a lot. It's a good amount of money for some people, not for me, just being honest. And more importantly, it's not worth the amount of headache. I could take that $50 a month and make it in a second somewhere else. I can send out a quick email to my subscribers for my e-commerce business and boom, make way more than that. And I just felt like it wasn't a really good use of my time. I think the passive income business when it comes to downloadables and printables is a great idea. I'm not discouraging people from doing it. It is a little saturated on Etsy, but the upkeep for it, considering I had multiple shops, it was stressful for me. And not only that, not only do I have multiple shops, I have a .com, I have Amazon, I have Handmade Mastermind, I have courses I have to update, I have. It was so much work and I need to take something off my shoulders. And yesterday was the day I shut it down. The day before, at night, I thought about it and I was like, let's do it. And so I did. I did have the idea though that I might take that type of product line and put it into my main shop because that takes care of one of my issues, right? One of my issues was, I don't want to miss a message and I don't want to, jeopardize my first shop if I don't see anything from my third shop. So that's why I shut it down. So solving that problem, I could just put those items in my main shop. And I may still do that. And I have that written down as one of my plans. It's not on the top of my priority list because again, it doesn't generate that much income at the moment. I am a whiz at bringing traffic to my shop and blah, 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 blah. I get that, but I still have priorities, right? I have a list of my goals I have to accomplish and some things take priority over others. Particularly things that are bring me more income, things that bring my customers, either you guys or my e-commerce customers, more value, etc. and so forth. And not just immediately, but over the life of what I offer. So at this moment, the printables are not my main concern. They're still on my list of things I don't need to do, you know, that a never-ending list, but I don't know when and if I'm gonna do it. Okay, so that's why I shut down my Etsy shop. I just had too much on my plate. It was one of the things that generated the least amount of income. And it also caused me a lot of stress because I don't know what was happening in that shop because I literally never signed into it, you know? I did want to mention before I let you guys go that I don't discourage people from having a downloadable shop or a printable shop. I think they could be really great things, but just remember what I mentioned earlier. This market is fairly saturated on Etsy now compared to 2014. There's still ways for you to break into that market. I absolutely 100% agree with that, but don't just go in with the SEO plan. I think SEO plans are a really great foundation, meaning you know how to do SEO, apply it, all that jazz, but don't just go in with that type of plan. I want you to have other plans to drive traffic, because if you really want to start this business venture, have a really good solid business plan for it. How are you going to drive traffic through SEO? What are your photos going to look like? What other traffic are you going to bring to it? Do you have a social media following? Do you have an email list that's relevant to this type of market? Do you know how to use Pinterest? I mean, all these things start to add up and can really help, right? The key to downloadable shop is the more eyes you have on it, the better, because while it is passive for you, you don't make money, you don't work hard at getting the money, you just get it, it comes into your account. You're gonna win by spending time on it, by having much more people come to that listing. So the listing's like $8, selling a few of it is not gonna get you much, but if you make a social media post and you get hundreds of people to go to it, that's much better, right? So thinking about it in that regards is much better than saying, yeah, I'll make a downloadable shop, I have time for it. No, you know, what is your real plan to drive traffic to it? And unfortunately, when I first started it, I didn't have a major plan. I thought I loved printable planners. I loved all this type of stuff. I loved the idea of a passive income business. It was great, and it still was. It's just not worth the stress for me. I have so much going on. If I didn't have much going on, guys, like let's just say a lot of things that I have currently, and as far as revenue streams, were not happening, then I'd probably have not closed it down. I probably would have, way before yesterday closing it down, I probably would have did some things to work on the traffic and all that stuff. It's not in my card. And I've written down many times goals that I want to achieve to help grow that printable business. I found myself over many years, by the way, never getting to those parts, you know, those things I wrote down. Never. Because the reality is, as I keep growing, things are not going to get easier for me, you know, unless I keep hiring out. And I have no intention to be such a huge company. And I just find that I'm not going to be able to grow it the way I want to, and it's becoming a big headache. So goodbye, close shop. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of like a Debbie Downer, but I wanted you to know why I closed my shop. You know, this may not relate to everybody, but it may help you understand not just, you know, shop A versus shop B versus shop C, but within your own shop, what, you know, products are worth going after, what you should quit doing, etc. if you don't have the time for it, or if it's not worth it, if it's not profitable. This may be a very helpful video for you. And hope you did learn something from it. So if you did and you enjoyed this type of video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of these type of videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notifications bell so you can receive the notification when I post more videos like this. Okay, so let me know in the comments below how many Etsy shops you have. I would love to hear from you, and how are you managing those amounts. You know, if you're just managing one, just let me know. But if you're managing more than one, let me know how you're managing all of them and what type of shops they are. No need to post a link, but just let me know. Like, I have a downloadable shop, I have a stationary one, I have a blah blah shop. Just interested to hear. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.